So you want a spray tan. I don't know about you, but sometimes you just want a good tan. And everybody keeps telling you can't get in a tanning bed anymore, or you're going to look like a raisin when you're 82. So, spray tan it is. And that can be really intimidating sometimes, because it's like there's so many different ways that you can get a spray tan that you can totally mess it up, and you can be orange. So today, I'm going to talk to you about how I get my spray tans at Suntan City without looking orange. And I'm going to call this the busy girl's guide to getting a suntan. The first thing, if you go out and you read anything about what you're supposed to do with a spray tan, the first thing you're going to hear is they're going to say, you need to exfoliate, you need to exfoliate, you need to exfoliate, you need to exfoliate, you need to exfoliate. I don't exfoliate. Would it probably extend the tan? Yeah, probably. But let's just be honest. None of us have time to be like figuring out. I don't know about you, but when I decide to get a spray tan, it's usually very sporadic, random. I just happen to be next to a place that has it to offer. As much as I like to pre-plan stuff, a spray tan just usually isn't it. So
ain't nobody got time for that.
When the moment hits, exfoliation usually has not happened. So tip number 2, when you do decide to go do this, you may not want to do it on a rainy day. Here's the thing. If it's raining and you go get spray tan and then that water splashes on you, you are going to end up with like a splashy mark. That being said, I'm going to get a spray tan today and it's raining. Oh goodness. Okay, so here's the thing with this. Just be careful. I would say wear pants if you have it. Try not to be wearing just wear pants and cover the water, take an umbrella, those types of things. You're going to be fine. So where do you go to get a suntan? I go to Suntan City. I think it's easy, fabulous. The pricing is not like hecka expensive. So you can go and get one just randomly whenever you want to, or it could be a regular thing. I went ahead and they have like this, I can't even think of what it's like birthday bash special. They usually do it one time a year. You can also go and get a spray tan where you just purchase one and you can go get packages. That's up to you. Pick what works best for your budget. So at Suntan City, they have a couple of different machines that you can pick from. But for me, my favorite one is the Versa Spa. And when you walk in there, they're going to ask you like what you want. And I kind of feel like it's like ordering a Starbucks drink. Because there's like 40,000 combos. Just talk to the lady behind the counter because they can definitely help you get where you need to be. But they're going to ask you, like, what do you want a tint? So do you want clear, or do you want where you can see where it's already sprayed you kind of like you already kind of look like you have a tan after you have that tint put on you. For me personally, I just get the clear. And then they're going to ask how dark you want to be. So you can do like light, medium, dark. I think they even have like really dark. I guess it just depends on what you're looking for that day. For me personally, I always go with clear, medium. Sometimes I go with the dark, but that's usually if we're like going on vacation or something. But usually it is just clear, medium. Okay, so you go in, you get this spray tan done. Now what? You're gonna let it cook for like 4 to 6 hours. So I'm always like, I have to intentionally look at the clock and go, okay, look, you had this done at 6 o'clock. And so this is when you can have your shower. It doesn't smell bad, but it's not the greatest of smells. And I almost think that as the time goes on, the smell gets a little bit more funkier. So if you are going to be someplace where you're close quarters with somebody else, that may not be the day to get your spray tan. You may want to pick one where you feel like you're airing yourself out a little bit. So when you go in to get your spray tan, especially if you're going to use the Versa Spa, you're going to put this little hairnet thing on. You're going to put some barrier cream on your hands. I always like to put barrier cream all the way around my wrist area and then all the way around like the top of my feet in the ankle part. Because if you've had a spray tan before, you probably are already shaking your head because you're like, yeah, girl, that is like, I don't know what it is about these little bones, like this one and then, you know, the one that's on your ankle. It's like it never fails. It turns orange. So I put the barrier cream. You'll see it on the wall. It's just kind of like a pump thing. And I always just kind of coat my hands and get down into my fingers. And I do the same thing for the top of my feet. On the Versa Spa, you're going to see when you walk in, you're going to press like a green button when you're ready. And then it's going to spray down and then it's going to dry you. And then this lady tells you, it's a recording. It's not an actual lady, but it's a recording that tells you kind of to turn, where to put your feet. It's very easy. Take your time on the first one. It dries you, but you're not like completely dry. So I always kind of just stand there for just a minute when it's done. And then you're going to have this like sticky type feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. But go ahead and get dressed. Throw on those clothes. Use the towel that they give you to kind of wipe off that barrier cream on your hands. And the best tip I can give you, in every single suntan city is going to have a bathroom that's right in the back, usually next to these spray tanner machines. Go in there and wash your hands. Go in there and wash your hands. Wash your hands. And then that way you're not going to end up with that kind of funky thing. Your feet are hit or miss. I'm just going to be honest. Your feet are hit or miss. But those are one of those things you can just put some socks on and cover it up for the 4 days. So for me, a spray tan typically lasts anywhere between 4 and 5 days. So you can plan it out if you want to. I tend to, people probably working with me is like, why does she tan one day and then like a week later she's got nothing? This is very random for me. You pick what you want, but usually a good probably 4 to 5 days. I do think that if you use lotion a lot, which I am terrible at this, but if you use lotion a lot, you're going to be able to extend your spray tan just a little bit longer. Or girl, you can just go get another one. Okay, so what tips have you found that work? I would love to hear your experiences with Suntan City, like with your experiences with getting spray tan, if you have found another place. I have not been real successful with doing my own self-tanner at home just because there are certain parts of this body that I cannot reach. And you can go and get in that little machine and it takes like, 10 minutes. And you're sprayed and you're done and you don't have to think about it other than you're going to smell funky for a couple of hours. Spray tans might be the way to go, ladies, especially if you got a vacation coming up. So if you like this video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If there's any other topics that you want to talk about, if you're like, girl, yes, this was great for a busy girl's guide, just go get the spray tan. Don't even worry about all the other stuff. Just go get it. You got it. Guys, have a great day.